Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Mending Munich. Hope you had a good weekend. We're going to go straight into it today. Since we last met against Hamburg, we've lost our unbeaten run, but we've been okay. We've kept our place in the league, as I'll show you in 2 seconds. We beat Borussia Dortmund 5-2 at home. Tammy Abraham, Gujon, Czerny, Bunk, and Carter Vickers all with the goals with us. Marius Wolf and Bakir for Dortmund, but a good win for us, and yeah, good 5-2 win. We then lost our unbeaten run against our old nemesis FC Köln, and Fabio Silva and Goxil scoring the goals to make it 3-0 to them. We did really well up until the kind of last 7 or 8 minutes, and they just destroyed us in that time. And then a good 0-0 draw against Leverkusen. They're in and around us in the league, so I think a good draw against them. No one played particularly well anyway, so yeah, it's a good one for us. Rubin Kazan and Augsburg in today's episode, and this is how we look in the league. As I say, we're third in the league, carrying on our good run of form. 20 points, so 4 points off the top. Hamburg have lost a couple of games since we last met as well, so that's brought them back into the mix. Dortmund are in there, and so are Stuttgart and Köln. Leipzig and Bayern are way off the pace at the minute, so we need to really make sure that we're grabbing that opportunity as best we can. This is going to be the team that's going to go up against Rubin Kazan in the first game. We've got Muller in goal, Egbo, Velasquez, Carter Vickers and Pereira are the back line. Gujon and McKennie in the middle, Bunk on the left and Bula on the right, Czerny in behind Frangen, Killian, Klassen, Illich, Luka Illich on the bench, he's coming back from his injury, Nixon, Hudson-Odoi, Tahavi and Marquez. So it's a little bit of a mix and match team for this first game against Rubin Kazan, and hopefully we can keep our top spot in our Europa League group. Pereira with a throw in to Czerny, 7 minutes gone, and Pereira with that ball into the back post, and Bula's there and he hits the side netting. Good chance for us. Very defensive setup from Rubin Kazan, 3 at the back, defensive midfielder in front of the back 3 as well, and only 1 up front. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game for us. Attack versus defence. Gujon now with the ball. He's got Pereira on this left-hand side. Czerny in that attacking midfielder. Or Bunk's there, and he goes for a shot, and just wide from the youngster on that left-hand side. Only 1 shot on target from 8 now. We need to be a little bit more clinical in front of goal. And Bula out to McKennie, into Gujon again, and Gujon's got a little bit of space, and this time finds Pereira down this left-hand side. Can he find the ball in? He can, but only to a Kazan player. Egbo gets the ball down to Mbula. Back to Egbo on the overlap. Good ball in. Bunk's there, and this time it's no mistake. Yannick Bunk with his 4th goal of the season. Good assist by Mandela Egbo down that right-hand side. Him and Mbula working well. Mbula just playing the ball off to him on that overlap. He then gets the ball into the back post. The right wing back goes to sleep. 1-0 Munich. Bula with a corner into Frangen's there, and he heads just over. He's about 6'1", 6'2", Frangen, so he's got the ability to head the goals in. Pereira into McKennie, and that's Weston McKennie's first goal for the club, and it's 2-0 to Munich 10 minutes before half time. Weston McKennie getting on the end of a Pereira Freya corner, and on the volley from Weston McKennie. 2-0 Munich, and I had to say before half time it's probably game over. Pereira throwing it into Czerny. Czerny now good turn on the right back into Bunk, back to Gujon. Good switch out to Egbo. He's got time and space to find a blue shirt. He does. Bunk's there, and Bunk scores again. It's a brace for the youngster who's been asking for more first team football, and I've been giving it to him as well. And Yannick Bunk with a lovely finish. Egbo just keeps that in, and he puts a left-footed cross in, and Bunk with their header going back the way it came. Keeper no chance. 3-0 Munich now. Pereira with a corner, getting to the ball into the back post, and Frangen's there again and heads wide. He's still not scored for us since he's come in to the club on the first team, and hopefully he can get one in this Europa League game. It's really there for the taking for a striker. Bunk down that left-hand side, taking on the man. He's going to get the ball in. Frangen surrounded by 4 men. Falls to Vaclav Czerny, out to Mbula. He's got Egbo on the overlap, but goes back to McKennie, into Gujon, into Czerny. Got a little bit of space, but this time he does find Egbo. Back post. Bunk's there, and Bunk scores. That is his hat-trick. Yannick Bunk at the back post. That right wing-back hasn't got a clue what he's doing or where he is. And it's 4-0 to Munich. Bunk with 3 of them. Czerny eventually finds Egbo on this overlap, and he gets another good cross in. That right wing-back hasn't got an absolute Scooby-Doo what he's doing. And Bunk scores his hat-trick. 4-0 now to Munich. Velasquez now with to Egbo. Egbo down this right-hand side. Cherney moved out to this right-hand side to Harvey's come on for Mbula. Bunk has been fouled in the box, and it's going to be a penalty kick to go 5-0 up, and it's going to be number 11. It's going to be Hangen, I think. Frangen. No, it's Cherney stepping up, and he puts it into the bottom left-hand corner. 5-0 to Munich. That's his 8th goal of the season. Vaclav Cherney playing some sensational stuff since he joined us for £4 million last year. And yeah, easy penalty. 5-0, 20 minutes to go. Killian now down that left-hand side. He's come on for Carter Vickers. Just giving a little bit of game time to guys that need it. Cherney now down this right-hand side. Over to Bunk. Always free on that left-hand side. Overhits the cross. Falls to Harvey. Had a couple of chances, but blocked by defenders. And now Bunk's there again. And he's on fire with this one. 4th goal for the game. Good pressing from Bunk and Frangen as well. And we get a 6th goal in this one. To Harvey with a couple of shots. Rebounds out to Inui, and I don't know what they're doing. That's calamitous calamitous defending. Great tackle by Frangen. Falls to Bunk, and it's 6-0. And there we have it, 6-0 to Munich, and that pretty much puts us in to the next round of the Europa League with 3 games to play. Still in the group stage, but Yannick Bunk 9.9 for him, 4 goals. Cherney with a 9.0. Good to see Luka Ilic back on the field as well. But we go again next time out to Augsburg. I'll see you when we get there. Right then, second game of today, and it's against Augsburg. We win today. We go back into the top 4, which is what we want. We don't want to be kind of loosening our grip on that. This is the team that's going to go up against Augsburg. Muller in goal, Strangle, Bellic, Carter Vickers and Pereira are the back line. McKennie and Ivan Ilic in the middle. Bruce on the right, Bunk on the left, Cherney in behind, Tammy Abraham on the bench. Velasquez, Luka Ilic, Gujon and Bula, Hudson-Odoi, Nixon and Frangen. Let's go and get 3 more points. Pereira with a free kick, whipping that ball into the back post. Tammy Abraham's there, and it looks like he's been pushed by Ryan Johansson, and it's going to be a penalty. Cherney stepping up for it to take us 1-0 up after 25 minutes. Cherney scores the goal. 2 goals in 2 games for Vaclav Cherney. 9th goal of the season. 1-0 Munich. Schmidt with a free kick in himself, and Bandy has put that in. Looked like a free header, not marking, not great, and it's their first shot on target as well. Schmidt whips this ball in, and let's have a look. Yeah, he's been left free. Defending absolutely appalling. 5 minutes after we scored, they equalise. Strangle down to Cherney, back to Strangle. Brewster is taking the ball on now, down that right-hand side. He's got Tammy Abraham in the middle. He hits him, and that's a good header. But Kempf, I think, put him off, and it's still 1 apiece. And that's half-time, 1 apiece. 2 goals within the space of 5 minutes, making it 1 apiece. And Bunk and Abraham not having the best of games, so we need to keep an eye on that going into the second half. I am just going to say we've been the better team here. Just keep doing what you're doing, and we should come out with a win, and then passionately back that up with, you weren't that bad. You can still improve. I've got faith in you in this second half. Again, just keep doing what we're doing, and we'll win this game. Ray with another free kick. Going to get that into... Try and go into the back post, and Carter Vickers is going to put that back to Strangle, and Strangle into McKennie, but they're pressing really well. Carter Vickers to McKennie, into Bellic, and they're pressing the back line into Cherney. Good tackle by that man. Brewster on the right-hand side, driving into the box, and he shoots, and it's just over from Rian Brewster 10 minutes into the second half. Hudson-Odoi with the corner, going to get it in. Frangle's there, and Frangle scores. That's his first goal for the club, and a great assist from Hudson-Odoi off the bench. 2 substitutes combining there to put us 2-1 in the lead with 15 minutes to go, and a powerful header from the young striker there, and it's 2-1 to Munich. Pereira with about 60 seconds left on the clock. Ilic getting the ball, but only as far as their midfielder, Salai. Salai over the top to Schmidt, and Pereira should have the legs on him there and goes back to Muller. Muller now just launching that ball forward to Frankel, but Kempel does well. Cherney now over to Frankel. It's heavy pass. 45 seconds on the clock, and it's a crazy last 60 seconds or so. Schmidt over the top to Bandy, but again, Strangle should get there, and we try and deal with it in the back. Bellic just heads it, I think, on to Carter Vickers. It falls to Colidio, and it's 2 apiece. Final kick of the game. Strangle should deal with this, and he doesn't. He thinks it's going to go off, and Bandy gets across in. Bellic then hits the header onto Pereira, falls to Colidio, and we concede in the last 30 seconds, 2 apiece. And that is it, 2 apiece. Should have won that. Really should have won that. 95th minute equaliser for Augsburg. And yeah, just not good enough. Bellic, 6.2. Man, that is well and truly let us down today. That leaves us in 4th position, only 3 points off of the top, but we've got Leipzig and Köln right behind us in the league, and we're only there on goal difference. So haven't won in a couple of games now in the league. A draw against Augsburg, draw against Bayer Leverkusen, and a loss against Köln. So not won in 3 league games. That is it for this episode. We're going to be back against Regensburg. Still not beating them in this save, so hopefully we'll beat them in the German Cup 2nd round. And we'll be back for Freiburg as well tomorrow. That's it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss any more content. Remember, tick the little bell icon when you hit that subscribe button so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until tomorrow when we bring you the 2 games right before we finish off for the World Cup, I'll see you soon.